Hey Cloud Gamers, welcome back to Cloud Gaming Extreme. Today we are absolutely thrilled to be talking about our experience with the brand new Razer Kishi V2 for Android, which we've had in our hands for little over a week now, and we'd like to kick off by saying a very special thank you to the guys over at Razer for providing us a unit in order to conduct this review. Let's dive in, get all that insight and all the info about this brand new controller. So, being a user of the original Kishi, I was really intrigued to see how the V2 was going to perform and feel in my hands. I had a super positive experience with the original Kishi for Android, with the exception that even after shorter gaming sessions, I started to feel a pain in my hand, which is something that I can only put down to either a bad design or something that just ergonomically did not work, or even the construction of that original controller. So could the V2 Kishi live up to those expectations and demonstrate a real improvement for that $99.99 price tag that it carries? My initial impressions when removing it from the box was that it was well constructed, more stable than its predecessor, so we were off to a good start. The controller itself feels much more sturdy and the buttons feel nice to use. Something I feel will be very much a love it or hate it thing is the sound that the buttons make when they clicked, because they are super audible. If we look at the solid structure on the back there that we've just shown, it's much more defined in the rear panel and still extendable, and if we compare that to the original Kishi, you will see that the older product feels smaller, flimsier and has a much cheaper feel to it. Kishi V2 feels more ergonomic, and I found myself able to use it for longer without any hand pain creeping in, so they have made it much more of a possibility for a longer gaming session using it. Between each of the cloud gaming platforms I tried on the device, to which I did try Stadia, GeForce Now, xCloud and Boosteroid, it felt so responsive and really leveraged that USB-C connection to eliminate latency, making it a true option for competitive gameplay on the go. By utilising your smartphone's USB-C connection, Kishi eliminates input latency, allowing for responsive, seamless control, and features pass-through charging so you can power your phone as you game. It even has the added bonus of 2 additional mappable keys. In terms of supported platforms for use, in cloud gaming, whilst it may require a subscription to a compatible service, Kishi V2 does work with the Xbox Game Pass, Nvidia GeForce, and it doesn't just work with the Nvidia GeForce, it's actually a GeForce Now recommended controller, and finally Google Stadia. In terms of remote play, you can stream your PC or console to your phone without a third-party service because Kishi V2 works with Steam Link, Xbox Remote Play, Parsec and Moonlight. One other addition or upgrade, if you like, with the V2 is the Razer Nexus App, which offers an easy way for you to launch any of your supported services or games all in one place. It even provides you with the options to stream to either Facebook or YouTube, along with the ability to set your key mapping for those customizable keys, which is very simple and easy to do, as you can see in the app in front of you. It also has some other features that are quite handy, such as an FAQ and the ability to enable feedback to ensure that it can report any issues to Razer. In my time testing the Kishi V2, I tested it with 2 different devices to get a more rounded experience. The reason that I did this is that whilst it's a universal controller, the Galaxy Z Fold is not the ideal use case due to the USB placement. However, I will say aside of that, it didn't actually bother me, as all I had to do was remove the rubber inserts for a better fit. The other device I tested it with was Samsung's Galaxy S22, and with the rubber inserts removed, it fits perfectly in its case and proves to be a super solid and slick experience and fits extremely well within the Razer Kishi, so you can definitely see how this is more of an ideal or intended use case based on the fit of the device when it is inserted into the controller. So the question you were all asking, is it better than its predecessor? I'd have to say 100% absolutely. For the build quality and performance alone, it feels every bit the upgrade that you would want and you would expect from a second generation, and I'd have no hesitation in recommending the Razer Kishi V2 even if you have the original Kishi. The Razer Kishi V2 is available now and it's $99.99 in the UK, but don't forget to check your local stores for localised pricing, and it will also be available in an iOS version later in the year. In one of our recent Q&As, we were asked what score I would give the controller and what scoring scale we would use. We've decided to stick by our trusty 1 to 5 stars, and with that in mind, the Razer Kishi V2 gets a comfortable 4 stars. With the upgrades that it's had over the original, the Nexus app, it easily warrants that. What I have marked it down for though is solely due to the noise of the keys being pressed. Whilst I admit it feels solid and I am more confident of its durability, the noise really did prove to be a bit of a niggle that I simply couldn't ignore. Thank you very much for watching Cloud Gaming Extreme. I hope you've enjoyed our review of the Razer Kishi V2. Don't forget to check out the other videos on our channel and drop us a like and hit that notification bell, or alternatively check out our membership options where they start from as little as 99p right the way through to a top tier membership where you can then get merchandise. Thanks very much for watching. We will see you next time.